Tell us this is a fascinating story. What went down on the night of December 22nd? I love all the details from the other cars involved and I should point out your truck is not an EV, right?
It is not an EV. Our first generation is a ICE engine truck, and this is what we see right now for long haul application in terms of Class 8s. But what went down the night, and this is the first of multiple runs. So was an 80-mile trip, hub to hub. So the truck drove on surface streets, highways, without any humans on board, without any human remote control, and without any traffic interventions. Now, we did have plenty of safety precautions. So, for instance, we had unmarked, we worked closely with the Arizona DPS, had unmarked police vehicles follow about half a mile behind, just in case the truck had to come to a stop. And we did have a survey vehicle about 6 miles up ahead, just to ensure that there's no things out of the ordinary. But again, this is really a big milestone for not only us, but also for the industry.
Yeah. And Cheng, now that you've completed this trip successfully, would you be able to start doing, more and more of this? Or do the authorities basically only let you get a test run under these very special conditions? What happens next?
Well, we work very closely with Arizona USDOT, DPS, and we do believe that we'll continue to be able to do more runs and more routes and under different conditions. And really just kind of taking a step back, you opened with the supply chain, and there's other segments about labor shortage. About the supply trouble. We live in an on-demand economy. As consumers, we want our goods delivered to us today, and that trend's not slowing down. Now, trucking is what moves 80% of all the goods in the United States and many places around the world. There's 2.3 million Class 8 trucks in the U.S., and the industry is one of the weakest links right now because of the driver shortage, of the labor turnover, and increasing safety and environmental costs. And that trend is also not slowing down. It's just that the pandemic, of course, brought this to really front and center. So at TuSimple, by developing the first two-scale autonomous, fully autonomous solution, we can play a really big role in helping the supply chain become more resilient and efficient.
Sir, how will one of these autonomous vehicles, whether it's a truck or a car, know when, for example, construction has changed, made for a lane shift, number one, or as I come to work every day, there's an exit ramp that I get on one of the main thoroughfares to. Sometimes it's open, and many days it's shut. And you never know whether you're going to get lucky or not. The truck, how would the truck know that exit is shut today and open tomorrow, or that the lane change is this way tonight and that way tomorrow morning?
It's a great question. And, well, first of all, I would love to invite you out in Tucson, Arizona, where our trucks are based, and have you ride the trucks. We actually encounter these problems. Please do, anytime, 24 hours a day. We encounter these problems all the time, and we have to overcome them in order to have a fully driverless operations over 80 miles. And what's important to know here is that we're not only building an autonomous truck, we're building an autonomous freight network. There's multiple trucks in this network. There's multiple terminals, oversized system, automated lanes that gives us a lot of information about when these road conditions happen. So certainly it's not just what's on the truck, but also what's around it in terms of a whole solution that comes to solve these exact same problems that you just talked about.